Now, the controversy over Swati Maliwal's allegations against Arvind Kejriwal's aide Bibhav Kumar escalated sharply on Friday after a police team took the Aam Aadmi Party MP to the Delhi Chief Minister's residence in the city's civil lines area where the alleged assault took place. Ms. Maliwal was taken to the house to recreate the crime scene, in addition to collecting CCTV footage from the living room where Ms. Maliwal has claimed she was kicked, slapped and punched. The police reportedly recorded witness statements and spoke to members of Arvind Kejriwal's security staff, including those seen arguing with the Aam Aadmi Party leader in the blurry mobile phone footage of the standoff. And for your information, that video was first leaked online this morning and later endorsed by the Aam Aadmi Party handle on social media platform X. Now, in return, the Aam Aadmi Party has alleged BJP's conspiracy to frame the Delhi Chief Minister Kejriwal. Aam Aadmi Party leader Atishi, during a press conference, has accused Swati Maliwal as being made the face to frame Arvind Kejriwal. She claims that the video exposes Maliwal and that Bibhav only tried to stop Maliwal, who had no prior appointment with the Chief Minister. Moreover, Aam Aadmi Party's Punjab ministers have now stepped out in support of Bibhav Kumar, giving him a clean chit. But here are a few questions that the Aam Aadmi Party has failed to answer. In fact, it's only trying to dodge. Why did Aam Aadmi Party initially admit Bibhav's misbehavior? Why did Aam Aadmi Party initially promise to act against Bibhav? Can Aam Aadmi Party conclude just on the basis of a 51-second video of Maliwal? And does Aam Aadmi Party have evidence to prove the Swati BJP plot? Does the video really make Maliwal's claims weak? We'll take up all those questions with our guests in just a bit. But first up, let's break down the shocking charges that Maliwal has levied against Bibhav Kumar in her FIR. The first charge is that without any provocation, Bibhav Kumar started slapping Swati Maliwal. At the same time, the second charge is that he slapped Swati Maliwal 7 to 8 times at least while she continued to scream. The third charge goes on to say that in order to protect myself, I pushed him away with my legs. The fourth charge, she says that Bibhav Kumar pounced on her deliberately, pulled her shirt up. The fifth charge states that Bibhav Kumar attacked her in her stomach, chest and pelvis area. And the sixth charge states that her shirt was coming up, but he continued to assault Swati Maliwal. And the seventh charge goes on to state that she landed on the floor while hitting her head on the center table. The eighth charge says that she even told Bibhav Kumar that she was having her periods, and yet he continued to attack her with full force. Now, soon after Maliwal's FIR copy surfaced, so did a video clip of Maliwal from the CM's residence. It purportedly shows Maliwal having an argument with the security personnel. Let's also play out that entire sequence of the video.
I will do it. आज मैं इन लोगों को सबको बताऊँ.
हाँ बता देना वो आपका हेडेक है.
आप मेरे को डीसीपी से बात करेंगे
अभी करा रहे हैं. आप आइए ना.
नहीं, मैं एसएचओ सिविल लाइन से बात करूंगी पहले.
नहीं हम यहाँ नहीं कर सकते.
नहीं, अब यही होगा जो करना है करो. और तुम्हारी भी नौकरी खाऊंगी अगर मेरे को टच करा.
तो सभी तो कह रहे हैं हम हम्बली रिक्वेस्ट कर रहे हैं.
मैंने अभी 112 पे कॉल कर दिया. लेट द पुलिस का, उसके बाद मैं बात करूँ.
तो पुलिस भी तो बाहर आएगी, वो यहाँ तक नहीं आएगी ना.
नहीं, कुछ नहीं होता, अब अंदर ही आएगी. जो
प्लीज कम विद मी. प्लीज
मैडम बाहर चलो.
हेलो मैम, प्लीज
उठा के फेंक दो.
हम रिक्वेस्ट कर रहे हैं आपसे.
हम तो रिक्वेस्ट कर रहे हैं.
आज फेंक दो.
आप पढ़े लिखे लोग हैं,
आपके
साथ ऐसा थोड़ा करेंगे.
ये गंजा
प्लीज मैडम नहीं, आप ऐसा ना बोलें.
जस्ट बिकॉज योर सीसीटीवी.
All right, mind you, nobody knows when this video was shot. Was it prior to the assault or post the assault? We will perhaps know in a few days in terms of even the authenticity of that video, which is currently being questioned. Now remember, this video, which has also been endorsed by the Aam Aadmi Party, marks a shift in the party's own stance as it has contradicted Aam Aadmi Party MP Sanjay Singh's earlier statement of support for Maliwal. It is what Maliwal herself has called a U-turn in the party's stance. And here's what she has had to say as she goes on a war path. Let me break down everything that Swati Maliwal has had to say. She's saying that the political hitman has started efforts to save himself. Of course, she's referring to Bibhav Kumar. She says that his people tweeting and playing videos without any context he thinks he can save himself by committing this crime. Who makes a video of someone being beaten up? That is also the question she's raising. She's saying truth will be out after the CCTV footage of the house and room is also checked. She also goes on to say that everyone's truth will come out in front of the world. And so that is the big question that she is raising, and we will also be taking up with all our guests. But at the moment, let's also play out that press conference that was held and in fact conducted by Atishi of the Aam Aadmi Party, where she levied a host of charges not just against Swati Maliwal but also the Bharatiya Janata Party. Listen up.
स्वाति मालीवाल जी इस षड्यंत्र का चेहरा थी। स्वाति मालीवाल जी इस षड्यंत्र का मोहरा थी। एक वीडियो सामने आया है, मुख्यमंत्री आवास के ड्राइंग रूम का वीडियो सामने आया है और उस वीडियो ने स्वाति मालीवाल जी के झूठ को पूरे देश के सामने रख दिया है। स्वाति मालीवाल जी ने विभव कुमार जी से ऊंची आवाज में बहस करनी शुरू कर दी। उन्होंने कोशिश करी कि वो ड्राइंग रूम से निकलकर घर के अंदर के हिस्सों में जाने की कोशिश करें। विभव कुमार जी उनके सामने खड़े हो गए और स्वाति जी को अंदर नहीं जाने दिया। संजय सिंह जी ने मीडिया में देखा कि स्वाति मालीवाल जी ने शिकायत करी है, वो पुलिस थाने गई, तब वो स्वाति मालीवाल जी से मिले, परंतु तब तक उनके सामने सिर्फ स्वाति मालीवाल जी का पक्ष था। लेकिन अब उनके सामने विभव कुमार जी का भी पक्ष आया है।
All right, so the big question that we are posing to all our esteemed panelists today, why is Aam Aadmi Party shielding assaulter Bibhav Kumar? And for that, in fact, let me introduce our esteemed panelists today. I'm joined in by Sanju Verma, who's the national spokesperson of the Bharatiya Janata Party, Ravi Srivastava, who's a political analyst, of course, leaning towards the Aam Aadmi Party, Yashovardhan Azad, who's a former IPS officer, and Miss Lalita Kumar Mangalam, who's the former chairperson of the NCW. Many thanks to you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining in. Sanju, if I could begin with you. A lady who's been brutally assaulted, something that's already been established by her medical report, today is now being called the face of Bharatiya Janata Party's political conspiracy against the Aam Aadmi Party. I'd like your thoughts and your views that will now set the tone of this debate.
Thank you, Akanksha, for having me. First things first, let's be very clear. I've been on a zillion debates on this particular issue since the 13th of May when this entire Swati Maliwal issue came to light in the public domain. And what appalls me, what I'm horrified about is the fact that, offense is the best form of defense. That seems to be the mantra of the Aam Aadmi Party. They seem to be brazening it out with rabid impunity. And I'll tell you why. First, let's speak about Atishi's press conference today. They've basically thrown Swati Maliwal under the bus. But let's look at the hard facts. The word that she keeps using repeatedly throughout her press conference was, "ये BJP का षड्यंत्र है." आतिशी बार-बार कहती हैं that Swati Maliwal BJP के षड्यंत्र का मोहरा है. Then she says, Swati Maliwal BJP के षड्यंत्र का चेहरा है. I would like to just, keep our political affiliations aside for the time being. Let me ask a basic question. If Swati Maliwal indeed wanted to join the BJP, which is what Atishi was driving at all through a press conference,
have to go through this, entire fracas, put her dignity out there in the public domain to be judged or misjudged, what have you. I mean, she could have simply said that, I want to join the BJP. There was no need for all this drama because the word drama has also been used repeatedly from the other side.
Now I want to put some facts out in the public domain. Yes, the Delhi police will take cognizance, just 30 seconds of the CCTV footage. Delhi police will take cognizance of what witnesses say. Delhi police will have its own forensic evidence. But I want to say one thing very categorically to your viewers. When a woman, a Rajya Sabha MP no less, the former chairperson of DCW no less, categorically records a statement, a CRPC 164 statement in front of the magistrate for anybody who's shaming her, anybody who's rabidly engaging in victim shaming. It only tells you why such few women actually want to join politics. why such few women want to come out in the open to talk about the fact
All
that they've
right.
been physically assaulted, sexually harassed, molested or what have you. This is exactly the reason, because यहाँ पर गुनहगार को सजा नहीं मिलती है. The perpetrator is not asked questions, the victim is asked questions.
I think Swati Maliwal's case is a living commentary on how women from the upper strata, no matter how well educated and how well placed in life, are still victims of not just violence, but also victim shaming. In fact, I'm going to come to Mr. Ravi Srivastava, but in a bit for all our viewers who are tuning in. Just a while ago, Swati Maliwal has in fact changed her DP on the platform X. Now it's gone all black. Till a while ago, remember, she was endorsing Arvind Kejriwal, only goes on to indicate the kind of trauma, the kind of disappointment that she's facing, considering her own party chief has not stepped out to, in fact, verbally, openly condemn Bibhav Kumar. Having said that, Ravi Srivastava, my question is very basic. When you invite somebody to your residence, do you end up thrashing them just because they did not call you before coming?
Who invited her to CM's house?
Even if she was uninvited. As I said, even if they did not inform you prior to their arrival, would you thrash them?
There was no thrashing at all. Point here is that first of all, that she came all the way, made barge entry into the CM's house, sitting in the drawing room. The only thing is, 15 minutes before from now, Mr. Kejriwal has said that he will speak on the subject. Sanjay Singh has said, let the inquiry be there and let the truth come out.
I'd like to ask you, Ravi Srivastava, please forgive my interjection over there. Which one needs psychological or rather mental help over here? Is it Atishi or Sanjay Singh? Because Sanjay Singh on Tuesday openly admitted in front of the reporters that she had been assaulted by Bibhav Kumar and that action will be taken. And you have the gall to say this, that she was not assaulted. Who thrashed her?
Once again, you speak only one side of the story. You are not speaking the other side of the story.
So tell me, whose side of the story was Sanjay Singh presenting?
What Atishi said.
What was Sanjay Singh presenting? Please tell me whose side of the story. You are saying the Aam Aadmi Party MP himself was endorsing.
Sanjay Singh had not seen the video till then. So Sanjay Singh spoke whatever he learned.
Whatever he learned.
Whatever he learned, he spoke on that. Why should we jump to the conclusion and paint somebody black?
Lalita Kumar Mangalam yesterday was very much on my show. Ms. Kumar Mangalam, what is it that you have observed in the past 24 hours in the tone and tenor of so-called Aam Aadmi Party, which does not even have the face to send a spokesperson to our debates now? And in fact, their supporters are coming and lying through their teeth.
Look, we all know it's election time and the AAP is losing Delhi really shamefully. Now, this is like Sone Pe Suhaga, as they say. I think they thought to the BJP, which seems, likely to win the elections in Delhi. Now, they're scrambling to find answers to something that happened. Okay, she went there uninvited. Okay, she shouted at the security. That doesn't mean you mash her up the way you did. The point is not what she said or should not say. The point is what was done to her. She has been to AIIMS. She had a 2-hour medical checkup. AIIMS is not going to lie about whether she was actually bashed up or not. That's going to come out. We have a 51-second video that's being circulated now. I don't know if it's doctored or not.
Nobody even knows whether it's doctored or when was it shot, whether it was prior to the assault or after the assault.
At least half a dozen cameras. Where is the rest of the footage? You pick and choose one little bit, snap one little thing and cut it and put it there and say, oh, this is what happened.
You want to do a one-way debate, you don't want to listen to the other side at all.
Let me finish.
Please, let Lalita Kumar Mangalam finish. No, Ravi, I will come to you. Ravi, I will come to you.
You have not given me my time.
Give her 15 seconds and I will give you time to speak, Ravi.
In between.
No, give her time to speak and I will come to you.
This is not just
Lalita ji, please finish in 15 seconds. I have to, in fact, let...
Whether you like or agree with Swati Maliwal or not, She's not an ordinary woman. For a Rajya Sabha MP to go to her boss's house and be bashed up so badly when he is in the house, and then you have take this turn saying she's opportunistic, she's bad, she's whatever. But this Bibhav, whoever he is, who's really the criminal, is being calmly escorted by the CM all over the countryside.
All right,
There's something
Ravi
very,
Srivastava.
very fishy in
Ravi
this.
Srivastava.
We need to
Yeah,
get to the
please
bottom of
don't
it.
interject me.
But
Allow me
actually-
whatever you want to ask.
Okay,
you ask
please
the question.
go ahead and finish. And while you
Yeah.
finish, do answer my
Yeah.
question.
Yeah, I'll
Why
answer your
is
question.
Bibhav Kumar still absconding if he's so innocent?
I have no love and affection for anybody. Whosoever is guilty or culprit must be brought to book. That is as simple as that. But here issue is that why are we becoming judgmental only because we have got one version before us? I am also saying that the full video should be available. I am also saying that full investigation should be done. I am also saying while the Swati Maliwal went to the police station, why did she not subject herself to medical examination? What made her to wake up after 3 days and go for a medical examination? And the same BJP, which was dragging her by her hairs on the Jantar Mantar when she was protesting for the athletes, they have become a very affectionate and love for her.
All
They
right,
were the
Yashovardhan
people who were
Azad has
ridiculing
been
her
very
when she
patiently
went to
awaiting his turn. No, Ravi, I've given you ample time to say what you had to. I need to have a cop's view on this. Mr. Azad, going by all your previous experiences of such kind of matters, especially when it comes to gender-based violence, what are these questions that are unanswered right now? What explains the honouring of Bibhav Kumar in that entourage? He was very much in a position to, in fact, go and file a counter FIR. Why didn't he come out in the open? Why is he still absconding? These are questions that are plaguing me as a woman. What are those questions that you'd like to raise, Mr. Azad?
He has filed an FIR, madam. Please correct yourself. He has filed an FIR.
Mr. Azad
Kumar has filed an FIR.
Then why is he absconding? Why is he absconding? Mr. Azad, please go ahead.
That is the question.
I'm not a politician, so I'm not worried about the various innuendos which are being made. The facts are very straight. There's a Rajya Sabha MP. She's going into the house without permission. She has not been accorded permission, but she's going. And I think in any house, whether it's CM's house or any politician's house, an MP has reasonable chances of entry. There is no reason why she's not speaking the truth. The background may be political, whether Rajya Sabha MP-ship or not, or resignation. What she had said should have been transcribed as an FIR, which is right. Why did she didn't go? I agree with Mr. Ravi Srivastava. Why she didn't go for the medical that particular day is something.
Mr. Azad, in fact,
no,
here,
I want to listen.
as Ravi
You
Srivastava
please
was
listen,
highlighting.
Akanksha.
Sir,
You have given a lot of time to others. I'm not interested in your
I am only speaking to add more
No,
information.
I'm not interested in your
As we
interjections.
speak, there's a counter
I'm not
complaint.
interested in your interjections.
No, it's not about interjections. I'm just
If
sharing.
you don't want to be on my show, I'm absolutely willing to go.
Sir,
all right?
I was
want
just
this
sharing
interjection
information
between me
as far as the
unless
counter
I've
complaint by
completed
Bibhav
my
is
point.
concerned.
All right? So you better be neutral when I say something. Please listen to me or I leave.
All right, you're not allowing me to share the complaint
What do you
information
mean
of
share
Bibhav
the
Kumar.
what? I haven't finished what
Of
I wanted
Bibhav
to
Kumar,
say.
and it's fine, you can go
I
ahead.
haven't shared you, Bibhav Kumar. I haven't completed anything. Don't get excited, please.
It's not about being excited, sir. If you let me...
Of course you are.
I have
That's
to
what you
share
are.
information.
You're
Please go
speaking
ahead.
in a high-pitched drone as if you're not an anchor, you're a speaker.
Which I am.
Now the second point. The second point, Mr. Bibhav Kumar, and he's lodging a... Mr. Sanju, I have heard you many times. Please, I have heard you. You go
Sanju,
into
let
your
him make his
conversation
point. Let
in the
him
most
make his point.
technical thing. I've heard you many times. You got your opportunity. Please keep to yourself.
Yeah, but
all right?
don't be so rude.
All right, I've had you enough.
Mr. Azad, please go ahead and make your point.
Mr. Bibhav Kumar has made a cross complaint. This is exactly which happens all over India. What the Rajya Sabha MP has said, there is no reason to doubt it. When there is a counter case, well, in India, you see 100% of the cases, the police files counter cases because in actual inquiry, There is only one culprit. So it's the easiest way to lodge a FIR from the other side too. So what we should say is, as of now, what the Rajya Sabha MP has said appears to be correct, and it should be investigated. There's no reason. If she wanted a political matter to be built out of it, she should have done it against Kejriwal, not against a PA. So I have no doubts what she says an MP should be investigated into, and there is a magisterial statement.
Mr. Azad, you did not let me finish, but now I'd like to in fact come up with a secondary question to that, which is that there's information now being shared with regards to Bibhav Kumar's complaint. He says that since Ms. Maliwal had now gained an unauthorized entry to the premises of the CM residence, the CM office staff asked her to wait in the waiting area. The said waiting room is situated in the premises of the CM residence campus, but not in the main building where the CM actually resides. In the complaint, Bibhav Kumar has mentioned that Swati Maliwal not only entered the residence of the Chief Minister forcefully, but also hurled abuses at Bibhav Kumar. How does that explain an assault which has already been corroborated in the medical examination report, Mr. Azad?
So who says that Maliwal?
I'm just asking you a question. Nobody's saying
I've justified what Maliwal has said. And I also said that I am very familiar with the CM security. There's an inner precinct and there is an outer precinct. And therefore, if she has gone without it, the PA has a right to object. But the MPs do go in, and I'm familiar with these procedures as a child, that how it happens. So if an MP went in, that's fine, that's all right. It's a political debate which is taking out, but that she was assaulted, that she was, prevented from meeting is a wrong thing.
Can I please come
Right.
now?
Sajju Verma, please go ahead. It's just shameful that we are reducing this to becoming just a political debate.
Okay. You know, Akanksha, I have a lot of respect for Mr. Azad. I've been on a few debates with him, but I will be very honest. Hats off to your patience, Akanksha. I did not like the manner in which Mr. Azad spoke to you. Be that as it may. Let me be very clear about a few things. The crux of the... Mr. Azad, yes, you don't need my certificate, nor do I need yours, sir. Now, please, it's my turn. Now, you will not heckle me. Let me make that very clear. I'm not as patient as Akanksha. I'm not as nice as her. Thank you. Now, let me make my point. I will not allow you to heckle me. Akanksha, the crux of the issue is this. Whether Swati Maliwal had her medical examination done after 24 hours, 48 hours or 72 hours is not the question. She has had a 4.5-hour long medical examination at the AIIMS in Delhi, which corroborated that she was indeed physically assaulted. Point number one. Point number two.
Ravi, I would appreciate if you do not speak over the other speakers, please. Ravi, we will get your time to come up with a rebuttal. Please don't overspeak.
There is no report out in public.
No, we will talk about this when your turn arrives. Ravi, this is unethical. Let her finish what she's saying and then you will be allowed to come up with your rebuttal and an interjection. No, Ravi, please let her finish. I will come to you. Please be patient. Please be patient. This is not how a debate is conducted.
No, where the
Thank you. No, please, Akanksha, you know, his fader would have to be lowered.
I'm actually going to have to request my directors to, in fact, mute him if he continues to shout.
Thank you. You know, he started shouting when Lalita Kumarmangalam was making a very valid point, and he started doing the same when I started making some points uncomfortable to him. But let me say this, because I always say the audience is the biggest stakeholder in these kind of feisty debates, and the truth needs to be told. First and foremost, to say that Sanjay Singh was not aware about the fact that Swati had apparently abused Bibhav Kumar, and that is why in the press conference which he held 31 hours after the incident had taken place, we should not give too much of credence to that press conference of Sanjay Singh. I think that is a whole lot of balderdash, because I remember in that press conference what Sanjay Singh exactly said, and I'm bestowed with a great memory. Sanjay Singh said, Bibhav Kumar ne Swati Maliwal ke saath badtamizi ki. The word used was badtamizi. English translation, she was disrespected and treated impolitely and rudely. Second, he says, Bibhav Kumar ne sirf badtamizi hi nahi, par bahut abhadra vyavahar bhi kiya. Abhadra vyavahar means engaging in obscene behavior, which is again corroborated by the CRPC 164 statement of Swati Maliwal, where she says, despite being on periods, she was kicked in her pelvis area, on the chest, in her stomach, in her lower body parts, what have you. The details in the FIR are shameful, and Arvind Kejriwal, who has an opinion on everything under the sun, has chosen to remain stoically silent. I want to ask Sanjay Singh, barely within a few hours of you saying that Bibhav Kumar engaged in abhadra vyavahar, what were you doing mollycoddling Bibhav Kumar? Bibhav Kumar was sitting in the same aircraft as Kejriwal and Sanjay Singh. Bibhav Kumar was sitting in the car next to Arvind Kejriwal en route to Lucknow airport. Bibhav Kumar was sitting next to Sanjay Singh at the press conference which Sanjay Singh and Akhilesh Yadav gave jointly. My last point is this. This is not Akanksha about Kejriwal alone. This is not about Sanjay Singh alone. This is much less about Atishi. This is not about Swati Maliwal alone. I want to ask Priyanka Vadra. How dare she say, "Arey ye to Aam Aadmi Party ka internal matter hai, nipta lenge." How dare Kapil Sibal say, "Arey this is the internal matter of Aam Aadmi Party, ye khud se nipta lenge." Akhilesh Yadav kya kehte hain? He says the same thing. Hua to hua, khud nipta lenge. Internal matter hai, nipta lenge. This hua to hua, internal matter hai, khud nipta lenge attitude really sucks. Absolutely. I'm sorry, I can't be polite on this count.
Lalita Kumar Mangalam, what in your observation explains this selective sort of narrative when it comes to their manifestos? They are talking and tom-tomming about women welfare schemes. There's a slogan that Congress is always boasting about, ladki hoon, lad sakti hoon, but Priyanka Gandhi Vadra will say that this is an internal matter of the party. Samajwadi Party's chief will say that aur bhi zaruri baatein hain karne ko. What is this attitude now reeking of if it's not misogyny?
In one word, patriarchy and misogyny. That's actually two words. This is almost like standard operating procedure when a woman turns out and shouts back or fights back. You vilify the woman, they've called her opportunistic, I'm sure they've called her other names too, and make her look like she's the aggressor or that she's in the wrong, so that the absolutely filthy, dirty, low-down, whatever stuff that has been done to her is swept under the carpet or just swept, out so that people can't see it. This happens to every woman who has been through any sort of aggression from any other woman or a man. This is purely a cover-up. Now, what surprises me and what also is frightening is that all the big-ticket activists, all the big-ticket liberals, not liberals, etc., who come screaming and standing on the rooftops, if any small thing happens, especially if it's done by a right-winger, today are so silent that it is, it's laughable almost. If it isn't, because it's so damn frightening. Sorry for the language. And Sanju was right when she said that this is one of the reasons why the participation of women in politics is still so low. A woman of the ilk of Swati Maliwal, who is a Rajya Sabha MP, regardless whether you agree with her politics, you like her, you don't like her, all of that has nothing to do with it. Maybe she went without permission into the CM's house. Maybe she shouted at the security people. It doesn't mean that you beat her up the way you did. And after having done that, instead of bringing the fellow who did it, the main perpetrator, the aggressor, to book, you protect him and you flash him around along with you as Chief Minister, protecting him in many ways. And then you find filthy things or wrong things to say about the woman who has been hurt. The fact is that they have given only a 51-second video. This doesn't happen in 51 seconds.
And that's what I'm in fact going to ask Mr. Azad about.
Where is the rest of the videos?
All right.
Where are the rest of the videos?
The way the Aam Aadmi Party has used that 51-second clip, Mr. Azad. Right. Lalita ji, I'd like to take a question from Mr. Azad with regards to that clip. I'd like to take a question from Mr. Azad with regards to that clip. The way Aam Aadmi Party is endorsing that entire clip, and in fact, Swati herself has called it character assassination. Is that footage anything to go by when it comes to the entire incident that perhaps may have transpired? How much now rests on the Delhi police now gaining access to all of that CCTV footage?
Not really. You're right that the CM security has CCTV on the outer precincts, but it does not have in the inner precincts. And that is why all the outer precincts where this video has been recorded, it just shows that Rajya Sabha MP wants to meet the CM, and there's nothing wrong with that. And that's exactly what I said, that when she went there, this PA or whoever he is objected to her coming, and that is where the action took place. Now, the inner CCTV, I'm sure you will not get, because this whole issue has become political, and you saw the party leaders trying to say that nothing has happened and she's to blame. The question is, I wish she had done her medical examination on the day itself. That would have made a lot of a difference. So unless you're right, unless the inner CCTV, which I'm sure will not come out, the whole facts will not come out. But there is a magistrate's statement which she has made, and I have nothing to see why a Rajya Sabha MP will say something against a PA unless it's right. If she wanted to make a political issue, she would have done it against Kejriwal or somebody bigger. So in this respect, I think the police and the cross case which has been registered, that is a general trend of our criminal justice system. Idhar se ho to udhar se bhi kar do, taki whole things get confused.
But I have no doubt of it, with which, in fact, Bibhav Kumar is saying that she arrived uninvited. Is that reason enough for assault? Is something that beats me. But Ravi Srivastava is back with us. Ravi, please go ahead and share all those rebuttals that you were keeping for Sanju Verma.
I think she is just smirking or laughing. It is if on such issue she can laugh, I can imagine that what kind of
there's been enough mudslinging, so let's not get there.
I can imagine that what kind of sympathy she will have for the women.
What is wrong with this guy?
All right, Ravi, let's get to the points. We are all running short of time. Ravi, please go. Get to the points.
I asked a simple question. Where is the report of the AIIMS which corroborated the assault? Show me.
Sanju, please
there is
go
no
ahead.
Such report. On national TV, a BJP spokesperson is making false claims, and you are
right. So let's hear what she has to say, right, Ravi?
Now listen. CM's residence today, some 30-40 women were having some bangles and all. Can I speak? Some bangles and all, and they were making a lot of tamasha over there.
Well, the CM has not taken any action against the perpetrator.
What I'm saying is,
it's just a symbolic Mahila Morcha protest. What is wrong with that?
They could not go to Prajwal Revanna's house, the Sansad Niwas in Delhi, and make such show. They could not go to Braj Bhushan Singh's house, Charan Singh's house, and make this kind of a aggravation. Why? It's only for Aam Aadmi Party. Because you are losing.
Sanju, let him finish. Let him. Otherwise, you know what this will get to. That we are not in a democratized debate.
But nothing is jeopardized. This is a subject. That's it.
I'm saying democratized. Okay.
That's why.
Have you made your point? Right. Sanju, please go ahead.
Thank you. You know, Akanksha, whether you give him time or not, you know, I think the one narrative that is not going to die down till June 4th will be democracy khatre mein hai. In the last 3 months, all that the opposition is saying is, अंडर नरेंद्र मोदी लोकतंत्र खतरे में है, डेमोक्रेसी खतरे में है, संविधान खतरे में है. June 4th के बाद these people will start blaming the EVMs, the election commission, and will start their victim card all over again. But be that as it may, let me stick to the core issue. I always say, Akanksha, that let's judge a person by his or her track record and not by just one stray incident. There's a case filed under section 353 of the IPC. It dates back to 2007 when Bibhav Kumar brutally, mercilessly assaulted a head constable in Uttar Pradesh. Bibhav Kumar is not known as a hitman for no good reason. He certainly is a hitman and henchman, and more than a dozen people have corroborated this on more than 24 occasions, and even people close to Arvind Kejriwal. But I will just say this to you. What happened in 2016? Somnath Bharti's wife filed a case of domestic violence against Somnath Bharti. He served jail time. He came out of prison. He was lying low for a few months. Lo behold, a few years later, Arvind Kejriwal makes Somnath Bharti the Delhi Jal Board Vice Chairman. Today, he is the New Delhi Lok Sabha candidate from Aam Aadmi Party in contest against Basuri Swaraj. The limited point I'm trying to make is that Kejriwal has always chosen to stand with people prone to domestic violence, people who are violent, people who are known to be indulging in brazen thuggery. Tell me one thing, Bhaggu Wala was the Gujarat Aam Aadmi Party chief. He was accused and then convicted of rape in 2022. Kejriwal has still not expelled him or suspended him.
Right.
Let us talk about Mohinder Goyal, another Aam Aadmi Party MLA 2019 accused of rape. Kejriwal has still not expelled him or suspended him.
Sanju, the names have been given by Nirmala Sitharaman in the morning also, and in fact, Ravi Srivastav, what would you like to say now that all of Janta is saying that Aam Aadmi Party has become a party of goons? And not to forget what Ms. Bhadri had to say when she was putting in her resignation back in 2014. She had gone on record to say that this is a party which has no respect for women, which promotes a mentality of the Khap Panchayat. How do you assess that?
If that is the case, then women really love Arvind Kejriwal. And it's not once, twice, thrice. The BJP has been thrashed in Delhi. And in the medical, let's
not forget, women are also the perpetrators of patriarchy and misogyny. A classic case we've seen happen within the Aam Aadmi Party itself.
Love the Aam Aadmi Party, and they should be ashamed to give a ticket to the son of the Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh with the Brexit.
All right, then Ravi Srivastav, going by that logic, will Aam Aadmi will? All right.
की बीवी को नग्न करके घुमाया था, शर्म आनी चाहिए आपको. This is the party you are.
Stop saying that Narendra Modi is scared of Kejriwal. You guys have 0 seats in the Lok Sabha.
Floating around, and you have made it to show.
Sisodia is in the jail. Satinder Singh jail mein hai. Kejriwal is going back to the prison on 2nd June. इसलिए उछलना बंद करो भाई साहब. उछलना बंद करो. Condemn what happened to Swati Maliwal. Condemn what happened to Swati Maliwal. हिम्मत है. Condemn what happened to Swati Maliwal.
चुप हो जाओ, बकवास मत करो. तुम्हें शर्म आनी चाहिए.
Saju, please let me take a question from Ravi. Ravi, my question is very basic. Considering the entire incident that's been reported happened at the Chief Minister's residence, why is it business as usual for the Chief Minister himself, who continues to campaign in Maharashtra? He was in Punjab, where your own ministers have now come out in full support of a Bibhav Kumar. Why this kind of deafening silence? Yesterday, when he was given the mic in Lucknow to speak, he pushes it and takes it aside to Sanjay Singh.
He's the Chief Minister. He knows what to respond and when to respond. He will respond with full facts. And nobody should guide him that how he should conduct. He's a politician for last 12 years. He's not a novice. Here we have got a Prime Minister who has not spoken even after 1 year of 3rd May incident of Manipur, where the women were paraded naked. And he doesn't have the courtesy to speak a word till date. Mister,
you get paid a few crumbs to come and debate.
Let's not get personal. No, Sanju, let's not get personal. That is unethical. Okay, Mr. Azad wants to make a point. I think it's best to have an intervention from Mr. Azad. Kirti Azad, please go ahead.
You know, Akanksha, all parties do the same. When it comes to Manipur, when it comes to Prajanna, is the same from BJP. When it comes to Swati Maliwal, AAP is doing the same. It's no different. As far as the women exploitation is concerned, nobody is serious. It's only the political gains which you can exploit. That is what you're interested in.
And I'd like to, in fact, end with the thoughts of Lalita Kumar Mangalamji. As a former chairperson of the NCW, I want you to draw attention to what women have to deal with, not just in the lower strata of the society. Here we are looking at a Rajya Sabha MP. What does it speak of the current social commentary in our country of women who are coming from political parties that are meant to be protectors, now in fact being victims to the perpetrators coming in from their own parties?
Well, let me be at my best civically, that this is what reality is even today. For all the big talk across the political spectrum. I'm not talking here as a politician, I'm talking here as a woman who has spent 35 years working with other women, who are rich, battered, of every kind and type. And the truth still is that women get the short end of the stick. We are the ones who are slapped around and attacked. We are the ones who are vilified. We are the ones who are asked questions. The men get away with everything, including murder, far too often. This is what the fight against patriarchy is. This
Absolutely.
is what
I think I'll have to leave
is.
it at that.
That women always are at the receiving end.
Women are at the receiving end, and going by the flying tempers on this entire discussion, I'll just have one request. Please don't endorse misogyny. Please don't support it. Condemn it in as open ways. Destroy misogyny. And with that, it's a wrap of this discussion. Many thanks to you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining in on Brass Tacks.